Hello, Woodside students, Matt here, and I'm so excited to get in front of all of you. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, we are going to be putting out some daily devotionals for you that are going to be happening Monday through Friday. These are going to be happening by different staff like myself, small group leaders, and even some of hopefully our upperclassmen who are willing to share just a verse of what God is putting on their heart during this time. So I have the awesome opportunity to launch us as we do this first one here on Monday. And I just want to share with you guys a verse that has always been a verse that I go to when I'm struggling. It's found in Isaiah 41, verses 13, where it says this says, "For I am the Lord your God. I hold your right hand. It is I who say to you, fear not, I am the one who helps you." And I've always loved this idea of this passage of oftentimes when we're lost or fearful or insecure about things, God is always with us. And I love this passage mostly because it's this idea of a father figure uh, guiding us through the midst of a storm or a trial. And it's this idea of a father who grabs us by the right hand. And I think for me, this passage even hits more so now these days when I walk through a season of fear. Now that I have a little son Hudson, this idea of him, just learning to walk, it really kind of brings this verse into context because as he's learning to walk, oftentimes he's lifting his hands up for me to guide him through life or to guide him as he learns to walk. And I think this is just a beautiful picture that God is saying to us, fear not in life. Fear not as you walk through the midst of a storm or a season of a lot of unknowns as we find ourselves in a pandemic of a lot of questions, uncertainties. Man, am I going to get sick? How are my parents doing with their jobs? And what does all this look like? And there's so much unknown and there's a lot of fear and anxiety. And so for me, just this verse as we walk through the season, and even as being a dad, it's such a beautiful picture for us to just trust in God. Trust that he has a plan, and even though we don't always know where we're going or where God is going with this, that we can just put our hands up to Him, reach our hand up to God, and know that He is going to grab us by the hand and lead us through this. Often, as I help Hudson as he's learning to walk, as I'm guiding him in that, and so I just wanted to share this verse with you today and kind of challenge you in this as you think about, and what are those things that in this season that brings us fear? What are those things for you that brings you fear? And just meditate on that, but then meditate on the fact that God can bring you through that. And so I think we first need to understand, man, what are those things that I'm fearful for? And then how can I pray to God that He can comfort me in those fears? How can God lead me out of that fears to Him and find true comfort and joy? So that's my verse for you guys today, Isaiah 41 verses 13. I challenge you to read it, spend some time reading it and praying over it, and ask God, hey, God, how can you guide me through the fears that I'm feeling during this season of a lot of unknowns? Looking forward, guys, to posting more videos like this daily. I hope all these other videos that come out through other small group leaders are just going to help you guys throughout the day. They're just going to be short little devotionals to give you some hope and to point you to Jesus every day.